He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years.
Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how it... You bet! And when she's all better, we'll...
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets...
Who knows? Seems like she take... Can't we go take it to her?
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time.
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target. Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode activated.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes instead of moods, too.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start too. One robot's enough.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than the last time we met.
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. But I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But I detect no signs of life.
It's more like...
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for? Is it compatible with my hardware?
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built? A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude to other people.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yes, exactly.
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friendship.
Memento? Important memory. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little souvenir from me. That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, they'll pick an object to use as a reminder of that thing. Even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours and no one else's. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both, if anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor... You were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. He sees you as the same being.
Еще офнул-то стрим, йоу.
Случайно. А у меня игра офнулась.
Йоу.
So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even further. Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child who's barely learned how to walk could do it. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Hinefa? Hinefa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back?
Окей.
Back to the Flower Feather Clan?
Обалдеть. Нет, еще не смотрел. Вон. Сейчас, секунду.
Yeah, of
Это
course.
я видел.
Everything else aside, Adieta and her
Почему
folks will
туди?
be leaving soon. Don't you want to say a
Just,
proper goodbye?
Yes.
Э,
The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory banks.
Memory data?
Наш, получается.
So, what about that
Наш.
curse Shilonen mentioned? Does it not hurt to remember anymore?
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people uncomfortable.
Ебать, я тут положил их. Семён.
But if I do
Я
not
вот
recall my
всё я сделал.
memories, I cannot complete my task.
Уже
So,
скорее
Спаун
убить.
киллил,
Is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
When memory data
Risk
surfaces,
it,
there is a
risk.
high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
Пиздец. Да. Дайсон эволюционировал жестко.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever happens, we'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
Ой, бля.
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately
Они ломятся
1/5.
сквозь стены.
1/5?
Traveler. Risk mitigated.
Эти поймут,
Strategy
одна и
accepted.
та же анимация. Крутить? Чего? Мало, надо больше.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past few days. And thanks for agreeing to look after an Effa.
Ты родился
I know it's a lot to
оригиналом,
ask.
не умери копии.
It's all right. She'll be in
Oh.
good hands.
Вот это надписи, конечно, вторая.
She never came back. I guess I'll have
Вот
to
это
leave
мне
without
надо,
saying
ядерная
goodbye.
оружие.
Hey now, you'll see her again.
Чё?
And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao
Такое.
lanterns lighting up the sky. You've
Arieta. Amu. Joashin. I am back.
Huh? Inefa? You brought her back?
Чё, ебанулся?
Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does
Чё,
it
дура?
feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon.
Not cry. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define?
Huh. Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter, I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong. Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe. Somewhere you feel you belong.
Лето, конечно. Все зарок.
Of course, everyone's situation is different. And I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess.
Okay. Recorded under reference.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it. Someone's looking for us. Don't be afraid to recover your memories.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
Oh, it's Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
Ancient history? Wow. Even by Lolly's standards?
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around Inefa. After you parted ways, Kenich put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then, he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduces himself?
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 dragon lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Wait, really? How? It took me forever to figure this out. Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the... If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of a How's mouth,
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day.
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal... Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And a How... Well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Lost.
Yet, despite that, a How seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest.
What? Inepa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kanich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on a How, in case he reveals anything else.
What?
But
Darn!
Не знаю
The
еще.
trail's gone cold.
not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Inepa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relationship. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the Eighth Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Shasta, did you know this?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. And that was how the Flower Feather clan... But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of...
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. You mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed.
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, if she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers use some art.
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this sovereign ruler?
Пиздец.
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the Eighth Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell for you, why don't you look into it yourself?
О! Блять. Я тебе перечислил, быть весь разобью что-нибудь.
I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take. Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly. It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me. Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything more, I'll keep you updated.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, Sweet Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Охуенно. Ба ты мне гранату въебала, скинули просто
Hello,
моментально.
traveler.
Да. Кайф нереальный, но я хотя бы
See,
вынесу.
Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler
Кровавые
that
глаза.
Nefa might be connected to, not just the one from the flower feather cult.
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was
Да,
lost after the war.
гранаты меня
The
ушатали.
records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik
Точный пад.
and Lyanka.
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Nefa responds. And, well, see, Lolly, apparently she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lyanka. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
Вообще пизда, блядь.
Жить.
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers. And the most hostile towards humanity. When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. But the rest is lost to history. There's no way to find.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't
Да,
physical
какой
entities, but
трэш.
pure intelligence, built with secret source
Господи, хуйня,
technology.
блядь, обо что я умираю?
I mean, who
нахуй?
knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories.
Такая
Maybe she
фрустрация.
split into different personalities.
The point is, if Inefa really does originate from the 11th Lord,
What?
Ты,
Have her
кстати,
taken out?
можешь-
Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Lyanka's mother?
Бля, идите
Да.
нахуй, козлы. Блядь, что это
Chaska,
нахуй за
what
хуйня?
what brings you here?
Я там треска вообще нереально.
Я ебал нахуй. Я отдохнул так, это вообще пиздец.
Это буквально концовка, бро.
Да я понимаю, что это концовка у меня уже.
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that, see, Lolly's spell only works on the Traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless speculation. Ever since Anefa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been Anefa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, All
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future.
Even if the past and future enough.
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up on her? If Leonka was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
Ясно, индейцы.
Fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Inefa watch, and we should get back to investigating.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here? And when did Shilonan show up?
Paimon, you were supposed to stay with Inefa.
Oh, right, Inefa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry. Also, she said, Annihilation mode activated.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform everyone else. Tell them to—
Roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first? Hey, wait up!
Да, некая защита.
Let's fly.
Жесть. Йоу. Блять, он еще на револьвере летит. Пиздец. Защиту?
Target acquired. Activating annihilation mode.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now?
Блять. Из-за кустов наблюдаю.
We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement.
Well, well.
ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization.
Это
If
пиздец.
you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you...
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu, Hadieta, are you okay?
I'm fine, but Mom's hurt.
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle. Enough.
Why would they do this?
Look, no one could have known the automatons would ambush you here.
Wait, how did Inefa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking. Even now, I still hear them.
Really? Paimon doesn't hear anything.
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Finished. Please try again.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so familiar with their arc?
I have seen them many times before. At least I...
More random memory data, I guess.
Reconnecting. Wow! It's actually talking!
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to.
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Ugh! Why is it getting so choppy? Bad signal, maybe?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the full message should be: the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks,
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my core.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
I think she wants me to go with her to return the core, so she can repair the damage done by the Fatui.
Wait, you mean
Вот
she
это игра.
knows you?
Жесть.
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
Ага. Ну. Мгм. Топ-1 говноеды, гачисты.
What? So, Inefa
Красавник,
is
это
the
прошел,
11th sovereign
респект.
ruler?
Не сгорел, прошел. Ты никогда, наверное,
Hold on.
будешь
This
похоронить
automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust everything it says.
А уже это и есть ремастер? Вот
Это
мы
и
сейчас
есть,
играл
да,
на ремастер. Угу.
You say Anefa is the 11th Lord. What proof do you
Они там
have?
давно уже вышли, эти ремастер.
Return to the 8th Lord's territory.
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory data.
8th Lord? Bianca's mother's territory? What does...
You were split, then exiled, and finally reborn.
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the second.
Excessive signal interference. Unable to translate. The signal should improve as we get closer to her
У
territory.
меня такой
Traveler,
робот.
Chaska, shall we
Я
proceed?
Ой-ой-ой.
Ой-ой.
Wait,
Верю.
you should think this through carefully.
Угу. Тоже идет новость.
I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team.
What the fuck?
Definitely not your average soldiers.
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. They say they're trying to make some sort of inference. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette? How exactly do you know all this?
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nasha Town, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway. Didn't...
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's stronger, them or Inefa?
Anefa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Anefa's already had to rescue us so many times now. I'd be mortified if anything happened to you.
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. And as for this 11th Lord business, we need to... Look, I know the news about the 8th Lord and Mary...
Understood. Destination cancelled. Yes. New destination. Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Anefa, could you check that the coast is clear? I'm gonna patch up Amu.
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her.
На
Dad has some things to
позитиве.
take care of,
Каточки
so I'll be
играть.
staying out here a while longer.
You're not coming back with us. Why not?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't forget, there are Don't worry. Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can. If anything happens.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving?
Leroy, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
You're saying Joashin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground. But should we really leave Anefa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you sure you'll be okay keeping an eye on her by yourself? You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bigger threat than any sovereign ruler.
Позитиве сейчас пойду в тот.
Главное это позитив.
Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. I'm still not convinced we can trust it.
Наконец-то
Why the
черный
sudden
компедиум
request
без
for assistance
интересного
from the 8th
режима
Lord's
и
territory?
главных наград. Ура!
Are we supposed to believe that Leonka's mother survived?
Так, так.
Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends.
Там будет аркана на
I don't know.
борту.
Something just doesn't add up.
Короче, старый компедиум вернулся с имморталками и арканами.
Так, окей, допустим, награды норм. А режим будет?
Режим не знаю, там не было, ну, не видно было, не показывали. Может быть и будет, хуй знает. А, не, забей, режим
That's my
будет,
cue.
но там типа старый
I'll be back
режим
with the others as
лайфсайд.
soon as I've gotten Amu and Adieta to safety.
Ладно.
If you have to leave the area for any reason, be sure to leave a trail.
И все как побегут, блядь, еще эти жетончики ебаные в турбо там в обычках фарме. Это пиздец, короче. Вот, не знаю, калываем.
He's on the move.
Компендиумы
So
делать
much for
просто
keeping the good
ужас.
sick. Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could be our chance to get our hands on some really useful.
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud?
Ну, тут же сейчас выкатимся с ним.
Да. Выкат.
Now, why would someone dig a random tunnel in the middle of nowhere? Unless it's the entrance to.
The territory was sealed by Leonka. This was once one of the secondary access tunnels.
Hey, that was pretty clear this time.
Getting closer. Increased activity in language module. Leonka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan finding.
Huh? You're breaking up again. Oh, looks like the signal's still pretty choppy.
Leonka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan finding it. Later, the Fatui found a
Мы через
weak
их
point
потайную
and broke
просто
in.
пройдем. Они
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. What do you think? Enough? Oh no! What's she doing? Just charged right in!
Wait.
Traveler, are we going after her? Or... All right then.
блядь. Как Никитка в доту проигрывает. Прям только пришел, только началось. Прям под самый куш.
Ah, there she is! Inepa, wait for us!
Huh? Where is this? Are we inside the territory?
Yeah. Did you black out or something? You just took off!
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh. It appears.
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by similar means to those used by the Fatui to control the automatons. Currently, I am but a lowly service bot. But in the distant past, I was known by another name, the 8th Sovereign Ruler, the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers.
The 8th Lord? You're Lianka's dragon mother? But
8th Lord. Were you not executed?
Moments after I was cursed, Lianka rescued me, just as she tried to rescue you from the ruins of the battle.
Lianka rescued me? Memory. Missing.
Yes. Lianka changed your memory settings to make you forget.
How does forgetting everything protect me?
Because the curse placed on us is a pain triggered by...
Manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make...
Each time you yearn for a new place to belong,
If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable...
It destroys your mind, swallows your soul.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
That's why forgetting everything grants temporary relief from the pain. It stops your mind from... But since you are rebooted, you began storing new memories, and started finding the desire to belong emerge once more.
Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were
So too has the Exile's curse resurfaced, forcing you to forget all over again.
This is a lot to process.
Oh no. Automated defense system activated. Privileges overridden. Come quick. Stop the Fatui.
Hey! Hey! Please finish what you were saying!
It's gone silent.
It must want us to go further in, right? Well, looks like there's no going back now anyway.
This is just a secondary access tunnel. If we make it to the center, there should be other routes out of the territory.
Это самое неожиданное ТП, да?
Please come with me.
Это вообще, ну, я
It
не
is my
ожидал,
fault
что
that you're
Урса
trapped
мне
here.
такое нажмет.
I must ensure your safe return.
Oh, don't look at it like that. We gotta make sure you get back safely
Урса,
too.
блядь, ТП жмет.
Yes, I...
Вот там помог, тут помог. Вот он сейчас еще. Только этого никак не было.
А, так он сдох.
Accelerating.
Do you really trust her, Lianka? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
I trust not in her, but in the path that I have chosen. I believe that every conscious being, whatever its origins may be, has the right to freedom.
Охуенно.
Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
Нас там тоже 4, блять, а их там 3.
Let's ride! Full throttle!
The curse will bring you pain, and your memories will crush you. It's the same fate they subjected my mother to.
But with this core, you will forget everything for a while. Any memories that evoke a desire to belong, and all your pain along with it, they'll be...
You doing okay, Inefa? You keep spacing out.
Ты чё, долбоёб? Я тебя сейчас засейвил.
Unidentified data is flooding my cognition module.
Что засейвил, ты бы сейчас сдох.
But every memory encounters an error and then terminates at the crucial moment. Unnecessary. Being physically motionless will not cause this erratic behavior to cease. And if we explore this place further, perhaps I'll find a way to fully repair. Additionally, some of these memories may yield useful data for our exploration. Searching over there. We can use the access module to proceed to the central zone.
Я в миду убила Д, я в миду убила Д, я в миду убила Д, Рубику помочь. В смысле, блядь, мы там всех убивали, если бы ты не съебался, долбоёб.
Вот так вот.
У них из-за чего Урсус FTP дает в мид. Ну так, блядь, к слову, нахуй. Уебище ты на расте ебаная. Я иду на Урс.
Как же.
Detected 3 unregistered individuals. 1 registered individual.
Ah! Is that the 8th Lord talking?
No, this is just an ordinary service bot responsible for access management.
Now calling access module. Welcome back, Administrator 3.
Долбоёб, закрой свой рот ебаный. Мне каждым хуком надо попадать или чё? Уебище ты тупое. Ты чё сделал на своей расе, кроме того, как ныл?
The Temple of Cascading Colors. Ahead is the research facility built by Administrator 1. After
Мне вот
Administrator
тоже лайк,
1,
просто коку кадит.
Administrator 2, assumed control.
Опережение такое.
Такое,
Are you
да.
sure about using this on her? It once belonged to your mother.
It's just one of the many things she
20-25.
researched. I'm not precious about it.
Я понял.
Administrator 2 sealed the facility. It has been brought
Совершенно,
down to
блядь,
this day.
скобочка, скобочка.
Examining
Чтобы ты понимал, о, когда он
seal
Лето
status.
запускал, я такой говорю,
Danger.
опа, каточка на позитиве.
Ну, база. Мы сейчас так позитивно в душу до гопа играли. Вообще.
Things are looking really bad for the children of Echoes. This might be where I have to say goodbye.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it.
Чтоб не втыкался.
Да, а второй раз он типа зарезал. Вот. И у него 15 хп осталось. Я говорю, ой, иди за Динара. Бам,
Now arriving at the central zone. Goodbye, Administrator 3.
же предложил Никите, что Никите больше нельзя играть в онлайн-игры. Он слишком агрессивный, токсичный.
What was that? Get over there and check it out.
Курица не дается unlock.
They're gonna find us!
Ники, давай ты
Please come with me.
КС и пройдешь лучше об обезьян.
Давай.
There's nobody here. Probably just some server spots chattering away again.
Phew! That was too close.
Как будто
We hit just in
перестал
time.
играть после того, как шарт убрали.
How did you know where to...
I
Есть такое.
think I've been this
Что-то
way
хороший
before.
был.
Let's head through here.
Сейчас он
It'll take us to
бесполезный
the other side of the square.
на четверке. Просто единственный плюс, который есть, это КБ контроль. Тут даже четверка бара звучит интереснее.
Нормально, тех хлебучков сломал просто. На пиве влетел, да. Просто одну хп не копил еще больше. Вторую, третью хп. У нас вообще без шансов не было.
Мастера, не знаю, домыхать залазили каждый чел на гуле. Вначале выстрелили. Керри. Тройка у меня вон. Магнус.
Мини-рубик, ага. Против АД, так, ага. Ну ты его не убьешь, бро.
This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Пиздец, все уходят просто на таких крополях.
Wait, I hear voices up ahead.
Hey, this is not what we agreed.
There
When
you
this
go.
is supposed to be
Как же вас
over.
раскатили,
My
как
job is
суки.
done. I did
Грязно просто,
everything you
кажется.
asked. Leaked the clues about the ruins, brought her to Natland,
Ё-моё.
and your response is to attack me and my family?
What the? Does this mean they planted those Natlanese mechanical parts in Nodcry just for you to find?
It's
It was just a little hiccup, that's all. These source mechanisms can be tricky to control.
The last time you reported in, you mentioned she was mopping up machines near the Flower Feather clan, remember? Well, we needed to lure her further out. Hence why we created that little kerfuffle. It's unfortunate that your wife got injured, truly. But hey, look on the bright side. Now that you've shown up, we might actually get the job done this time.
This time? No. No more. Not after you hurt my family. I told you. I'm done.
I think you'll find the risks were stated quite clearly in your contract. And it's not like anyone got seriously hurt.
Your job will be done when you deliver what you promised. Our agreement was that you would bring her here, not just to Natland, but to this facility.
But...
Did you really expect to get away with shouldering none of the risk yourself? We're writing off your debt to the Northland Bank. letting you get back to your old life in Liyue. That's a lot to ask for nothing in return.
I've been your inside man in Nasha Town for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
You ungrateful louse. You ran yourself into the ground. And who was there to dig you out, huh? Us! Can you name one single way we made life difficult for you in Nasha Town? Look at you. You've managed to start a business. Got yourself a family.
You have just one simple job left to do. And after that, you're free to go home. In your position, I'd say that sounds like a pretty good deal.
This is the final hurdle. Our attempts to capture the 11th Lord have been derailed every time. But there's only so long until our luck runs out. If another staged attack on your family is out of the question, we could still work this out. But this time, you'll have to do the dirty work yourself.
Me?
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, we copied them onto this. It will give you control of any machines built using secret source technology. Take it, and use it to capture the 11th Lord.
You seem to have gained the trust of the other variables in this equation. How hard can it be to shake them off and get her while she's alone?
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be watching you.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry.
I can't. I won't do it.
Так, ага.
She saved my life so many
Steam
times,
gift.
it would be the ultimate betrayal.
Пожилого Battlefield 6, 4500. Ага.
How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
So you're gunning for the world's best father now, are you? A guy like you. You're
This is our mistake.
Мы
We
жалеем,
let
что
you
это
have
не
it too
будет
easy in
калом.
Nasha Town. And now, you've forgotten the most important detail in your contract. The termination clause.
Ну, это базировано на Call of Duty, алло, блядь, они каждый год выпускают одно и то же, ладно, каждые 2. Нет?
I think it's time.
Huh?
Типа, блядь, смотрим на графику, блядь.
Anefa, Traveler.
Ну, типа того.
The 11th Lord. And the variable.
Wait, the controller.
Сожри,
Without that...
Просто...
You thought we'd hand over the genuine article to you?
That's just a beacon used to set the location for this cage. We've been monitoring your movements ever since you entered these ruins.
Congratulations, Joshin. Your job is finally done. With you here, it was far easier to infer their location.
You were playing me for a fool this whole time.
Don't waste your energy trying to break out. We've commandeered at least half of the systems in these ruins. All available power sources are keeping that cage intact.
No one needs to get hurt today. We aren't looking for a fight, especially not with Natlan's Tumaini. All we want is for your friend here, the former sovereign ruler, to lead us further inside.
Further inside? But we seem to have reached the center already.
So it appears. But there's far more of this territory than meets the eye. The dragons possessed vast knowledge, and we've barely scratched the surface. That's where the sovereign ruler comes in. If our supposition is accurate, she has in her possession a secret key that gives access to the core.
I will cooperate. Let the Traveler, Paimon, and Washin go.
You never know! These are bad people! Don't trust them!
You are only here because of me. Besides, this is what I want. I need to see the rest of this territory and find out who I am.
Finally, a voice of reason. Gotta hand it to the dragons and their advanced artificial intelligence. But unfortunately, there's no way we can agree to those terms.
How do we know you won't just attack us the moment we let you out?
Yeah, so settle down and get ready to go hungry for the next 3 days. Even you, robot, you'll need charging eventually.
Чё челы вас не снесут, я не знаю.
Before I go, they may have left a trail on their way here. Send someone out to cover our tracks. The last thing we need is reinforcements showing up.
This is all my fault.
Huh? Who did that?
Impossible! Every system we hacked is set up to hold them back!
Could it be?
That must lead to the core! It was beneath our feet this whole time? Take this barrier down!
That was a long way down. Traveler, Enefa, are you okay?
No damage to report.
I think I broke a leg.
Hey, you! Thanks for the rescue, but could you have been a little more careful? Oh, and we're back to beep beep again? Well, isn't that convenient?
That is because I no longer need to communicate via that machine. Down here, I can talk to you directly. When the Fatui put all their resources into keeping you trapped, it gave me a brief window to seize my privileges back. In my haste, I was not able to prioritize your safety.
Don't worry about me. I'll just rest up here. After everything I've done, I have no right to hold you back.
But the Fatui may follow us down here.
We will be ready for them. Down here, all is under my control. They are not your enemy, human. They will take you somewhere safe to hide.
Enefa, Traveler, good luck.
11th Lord, do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet. Although... I think this is where I was born. But why? This is your territory.
No, 11th Lord. You were not born here. Rather, this is where you were reborn. Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord.
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of Dragonkind. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity. The other, a malfunction who longed to seek a new home.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memory.
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Leonka and Ishkik. That is why you came here, praying to be reborn.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind, to start over anew? Very well. If the you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you.
Then I am the malfunction.
We severed that part of her mind and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally perished completely.
So...
Yes. Although the curse she placed upon you yet survives. It is unbreakable. That is why it continues to...
So, that's what that thing is. A curse from the sovereign ruler.
So, she was
Мне
severed and killed
кажется,
off,
надо
but
на ХП
it
и
never
урон
survived?
брать
We
вторым.
sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology. A fusion of phlogiston and information. In the case of the 11th Lord, the sovereign ruler personality and the malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms located here, just as I was before you.
Суть того, что ты, блядь, бегаешь и пиздишь.
I too was tormented by the pain of the curse. But Leonka severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction. It is because her heart is incomplete. Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ishkik met with misfortune. Leonka sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery by Ochkan, and sent you out of Natlan for your own safety. That is why you are still plagued by memory loss. But I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need, waiting for the day that Ochkanatlan would fall, and you would return.
Wow! That's a long time. How long ago was Ochkan around again? Hold on. Paimon knows this.
For the last 2,000 years.
Imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui. They proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a... But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild that she began. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to... If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago, then proceed further.
Whew, that was a lot to take in. Let's see if Paimon can wrap her head around. So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot. Then, Badbot cursed Goodbot, so whenever Goodbot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Inefa can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything. Thanks! Paimon's getting better at this.
Curse. Well, it fits my hypothesis. And it seems to explain all my erratic behavior and cognition.
In that case, shall we keep going like she asked us to?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Their access must be revoked before you can exit the territory. Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole. Maybe then, I will finally know where I belong.
I'm so sorry. This probably isn't the time or place for apologies. It says in my contract that all terms are to expire in the event of my death. That means my family would no longer be at risk. They're hardly the most scrupulous people in the world, but they do keep their word when it comes to contract stuff. And in any case, with me dead, it wouldn't be worth them going after my wife and daughter. Not worth the risk of getting on the wrong side of the Flower Feather clan. Or maybe the real reason I didn't play along was I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm gonna rest here for a while longer, then get to somewhere safe. Please, just go on without me. Oh, and I grabbed some supplies before I set off. They're just over there.
Show no mercy! Huh? Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Suffer the wrath of Eve!
Defensive mode engaged.
Try and stop me!
Please wait. Confirming. Administrator 1. Administrator 2. Deceased. Administrator 3. Identity confirmed. After 2,000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're the 8th Lord? The... It's okay.
I see the curse haunts you greatly. I cannot fathom how difficult this must have been to survive this endless cycle of pain. And all alone for 2,000 years.
I wasn't alone. I have had company every step of the way.
In any case, a few moments from now, your pain will be no more.
Here I am, so close to my... I am the way I am because the 11th Lord encountered a memory data conflict and split into two. If I regain all of my memories, will I not encounter the same conflict again?
Promise me. Remember, you have to come home!
It is. But if my memories turn me back into a bad... If that is the case...
Don't worry, Anafa. Everything's gonna be fine. You'll be home free in no time.
Нельзя подходить, трахнуть. Он что, реально лесной?
Да. Ну, постоянно даже
О, там у тебя Эрик?
Алло, у меня...
Over there. That...
Yes. For the most part. And yet, whenever I'm about to recover an important memory,
As if it is being controlled by somebody else. That is quite normal. For it is now in the presence of its owner and creator.
the sovereign ruler? My other self? But I thought she perished.
After 2 long millennia, my task is finally fulfilled. What a long journey it has been. We meet again at last. My sovereign, my ruler, mirror...
Do you think NF is okay? Why isn't she moving?
Here we are, comrades. The core of the ruins.
Ah! It's the Fatui! They caught up with us! We gotta do something! But...
Unnecessary.
What the...
Missed by a hair's breadth. But now you are wounded, and this time you will not escape. Leonka's dragon mother? 8th Lord? I laugh in the face of your folly, lowly insect. And did you really believe that by simply being rebuilt, that traitor could avoid destruction? And this corrupt malfunction could regain her memory? The priestess is long gone. I and the other sovereign rulers executed her 2,000 years ago. For that is what becomes of all who betray us. And now this malfunction will meet the same fate as she. There is no Dragon Mother here, and there never was. Only one Lord has dominion. For I am the Almighty Dragon Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn, 11th of the 13 Sovereign Rulers. Kneel before me.
You tricked us! It was you talking to us this whole time! You who lured Inefa here?
Inefa? What a suitably ridiculous name. To me, she is nothing but a smattering of shed scales. An operational malfunction that must be destroyed.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind? To start over anew?
I applied the curse to curb her resistance, shut down her mind, and silence her lies. Now all that...
Very well. If the malfunction you wished... No living thing is born evil. That's not what I believe. The only ones who do evil are those shackled by hatred.
Good and evil? Foolish categories that fail to distinguish between kin and foe. But she is the rot. I ought to crush this human scum beneath my feet. But without access to the treacherous 8th Lord's facilities, there is no way to sever you. Once this process is complete, and she realizes that she has destroyed the good instead of the evil.
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it. This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Malfunction? Human? You conspired against me?
Consider this getting off lightly. If Lanke was here, or if this was me 20 years ago, you wouldn't have survived long enough to realize you'd been conned. Especially since you tried to con us first. You tried to have this poor child killed off in your place.
Wretched worm! This is unforgivable! How dare and you malfunction! Your curse shall endure until the sky falls and the ground crumbles! You will never know peace for the rest of your days. It is time to correct the injustice of the past. I would have severed and destroyed 2 millennia. I have been a prisoner in this place. I have spent that time slowly seizing control over the systems and processes, until my reach extended to every inch of this prison. The final secret key is embedded in your core. I had to work patiently and methodically to lure you here, posing as the 8th Lord who once ruled this domain. But at last, it is within my grasp! Mirror of the dawning morn, please come with me. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrative privileges, and which memory did that human scum embed the key in? I will find it eventually, wherever it's hidden. In the meantime, now that my resurrection has begun, so too shall my vengeance! Wretched malfunction! Do not impede the inevitable!
I cannot let you get away with this.
You fool! In a matter of seconds, I will be able to overwrite your insubordination!
Seconds is all I need.
She's gonna be okay, right?
She destroyed her own core? That's an unusual move for a machine. I wonder how Marionette will react to this. Delight? Or disappointment?
На 15-й минуте. Закройте рты, нахуй.
Скотокоровля.
Я первую подобрал. Я, если что, первую подобрал. Шлюхин ты сын. Тамак за этого забирал, идиот. А нахуй ты сейчас заднюю даешь, шлюха ебаная. Ты же сказал, я забрал, блядь. Все, блядь, рот свой закрой, дура. Да, я алкоголик. У тебя акс 4 с нулевой фармит, лиса, блядь, бегает. Ладно, не с нулевой, с 4.
The Fatui? How are you still alive?
Don't act so surprised. I'm just one of her many projects. As reconnaissance missions go, this outcome is a little underwhelming. I don't think I'll be getting any commendations if this is how my report ends. So let me reignite your flame one last time. Sovereign Ruler, Mirror of the Dawning Morn. Show us one final glimpse of your glory. The glory of the ancient dragon's technology. No wonder. Marionette told us to watch out for you. She said you were an unpredictable variable. But if you think you're getting out of here alive, we'll see what a crazed sovereign ruler in the throes of death has to say about that.
You would dare sabotage my revival! Destroy my path back to Dominion! Ah, so be it! Since you seek a new place to belong, I shall grant you your wish! Welcome to your new home, where we all shall be buried till the end of time! Oh, my sovereign. This is one battle from which there can be no triumphant return. But in this moment of my downfall, I can at least turn this prison into a graveyard of all traitors, past and...
After 2,000 years in exile, searching and forgetting, we are back where we began. Our path was always going to end in our demise. This shall be the final resting place of the
I am no sovereign ruler. I must return.
Illogical. You are not authorized to prevent your self-destruction. We are back where we belong. Now, perish in the rubble of...
No. Somewhere in my memories lies the key.
Maybe no single nation is our home.
Where exactly is home to you?
Searching your memories? The curse is still active. This will only hasten your demise.
We're all from Notcry.
Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
What an amazing machine. Where are you from?
Such a hard worker. Fancy making this your new home?
The Wild Hunt! Look out!
Impossible. Where is this data from?
From now on, your name's Inappa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Return.
Data. Overload. Capacity exceeded.
As long as this gem's around, the heart that Ishkik built you should keep beating away. It may take centuries, even millennia, but one day, may your new memories transcend your pain and rage to conquer the curse that shackles you.
What kind of gem is it?
Nothing special, really. To quote my mother, it's nothing but an empty shell now. But if you break free of the curse, then maybe... Nothing. An interesting idea suddenly occurred to me. Let's make this the final secret key.
The final secret key is...
Impossible!
Tanessa! Hey! The place stopped collapsing!
Warning. Cannot pause indefinitely. Please complete the battle promptly.
This is just my...
Since the core is powered by phlogiston, we can use that same power source to control it. In which case, the priestess's research would suggest that this thing might be a better fit.
A moon wheel? That was built by the Usurper, along with the 3 gods who abandoned us. It cannot be.
Farewell. Last of the Sovereign Lords.
Nefa! Your core! It's fixed! And is that...
Suggestion. Exit first, discuss later. The self-destruct protocol is destroying the foundations of this territory. And although I paused the process, it will not hold much longer. Calculating.
30 minutes? Huh. For a moment...
29. 28.
Hey, are you guys all right? The automaton suddenly stopped moving. Then there was that earthquake, and now the place seems to have
Estimated time to Foundation cave-in. 20.
Huh?
A place to belong. I too once yearned for it.
Shilonen, how much longer till it's unlocked? We need to get inside ASAP.
Be patient, okay? I'm working.
Let's trust that the Traveler can handle things in there. Shilonen says she detected a huge energy source underground. We can't just break in or we'll risk endangering everyone in this entire area.
But...
if we're here much longer without any progress, I'll do what I have to.
Oh! You unlocked it?
No, they made it out on their own.
We finally escaped! Luckily, the cave-in only affected the lower levels. You alright there, bro?
Another triumphant return for R2 Miney. And Nefa, it's good to have you back. I assume this means you found the answers you were looking for?
Yes.
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
You! How could you do this to Arieta and me? You lied to us for over 10 years?
Before anything else, I suggest we let this gentleman and Nefa tell us the whole story.
Sovereign rulers, mirror of the dawning morn, priestess of floral candles, and...
Seems like a house forgotten quite a lot.
So you began life in Natlan, then spent 2,000 years adrift in Nodcry? In an endless cycle of losing your memories and trying to find them.
But it sounds like it took all 2,000 years worth of memories to successfully overload the processing power of the curse.
None of us had any certainty that the plan would succeed in the far future. Not I, not Ishkik, not Lianka. And yet, they still did everything they could to try and help.
Now you've remembered everything. Do you have a sense of where you truly belong?
Well, I was born and then reborn in Natlan. And it was the people of this nation who set me on my journey. But that's all ancient history now. I can't seek for a sense of belonging in a world that no longer exists. Instead, I will show my gratitude to them by honoring their wishes. By continuing on my own path, and returning...
Well said. I'm happy for you.
So, to cut to the chase, did you find the code for that letter or not?
Oh, shoot! Forgot all about that!
Sincere apologies. A lot of memory data surfaced in a short time frame. I left the cryptex back at the Flower Feather Clan to make sure that I wouldn't lose it out in the wild. Please come back with me, and we can inspect it.
I'm so sorry that I kept this hidden from you all this time. Now I can't go back to Liyue or Nodcry. The Northland Bank isn't gonna let me walk away from this, nor is the Nodcry Aprishniki. You should take Arieta and go.
Oh, should I now? You think I'm the one that's gonna let you walk away, do you? Idiot! You're coming back with me right now, and you're going to apologize to our daughter.
Looks like you all need some time to calm down after everything you've been through. If you're worried the Fatui are still looking for you, why not camp out at the Flower Feather Clan for now? We welcome everyone, from old friends to old enemies turned new friends. Don't worry about a thing. You've got... Go and find where you belong.
I think... I've already found it. Here it is. The cryptex.
So then, what's the code? Or what about that backup plan that Arieta mentioned?
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not forget it. But I still forgot it.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Seriously? It's been hiding in plain sight all this time?
Yes. The sender said, the most secure code is one that you can write down and no one would think it's a code.
Так,
Скажи, что травку взял. Листок напиши, блядь. Скажи, чтоб дровку взял.
Who is this person?
Да не, его это как-то тоже нормально.
The sender said, surprises are best saved to the end.
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too good.
Типа за счет чего войны игры.
What's with the firecracker? Ugh. Paimon's had enough of this whole letter debacle. Just read it already.
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises.
Ну, чел, я виноват, что чел не пик.
Я тебе говорю, заколь ему, блядь, ты сидишь, молчишь.
Да похуй. Да, я понял.
Как иронично, да, что именно Акс пролил на Никитке первую кровь.
Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write. Let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you and not cry.
чем больше на ночь ты ешь, тем больше жира у тебя откладывается.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Notcry together. Mir of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machinery in the Eighth Lord's territory. She approached Ishkik and Lianka and sold them a lie. That I was the threat, the part that needed severing. But they quickly saw through it. Lianka took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself, using the territory's full power to imprison her inside. She was far more powerful than I at that time. To make sure I wasn't at risk of falling under her influence, Lianka worked on making the prison even more secure. So, that's the true story of why Lianka locked down the Eighth Lord's territory. It had nothing to do with Ochkon. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw him as a friend right until the very end. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Notcry together. You mean this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core as the key to her and Lianka's plan. According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar object, Mirror of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the three gods who abandoned us. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time, having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Notcry, I am well situated to provide you with a full and detailed report on all aspects of this location. Memory damage detected. Hypothesis: most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to overload the curse. But I will never, again, forget the people and things. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future.
Нихуя, как он увидел.
Депим, депим. Увы, да.
Акс, Войд, забери лотос.
Да-да. Да ты чё, зато какая жопа. Ой, блин. Я думаю, надо на Русича оставлять. Вот именно. Короче, ладно. Я спать. Ты засиделся?
Ну, спокойной ночи, Тимон.
Да, давайте спокойной ночи всем. Никита, на позитиве не забывай играть на позитиве.